Hello, everyone, and welcome to About. My name is Wowo Wayme, coming to you from Accra, Ghana, and this is the AFCON special of About News. The entire team is here with me. It's going to be a little different as we preview the biggest football competition on the African continent happening in Morocco, starting with Rabat. Before we get right into the conversation, did you know that new players on the official 1xBet platform get up to 300% bonus on their very first deposit? If you didn't know, I'm telling you now, you will do so. Go on the 1xBet platform and deposit your very first money to get 300% bonus using our promo code ABOUTGH. Second news is that this festive season, we are giving 10 mobile routers to some lucky viewers and followers of About. Go on our Telegram channel and follow how to be a winner in this. The announcement of the winners will be made on 26th December. That's all for the announcement. Let's get right into the discussion. Seated on my left is Selwyn.
Selwyn Saki, and we are here to give you 10 routers on Boxing
I wish
Day.
I could win one of that.
I need that too. We are going to give you 10 routers. Guys, get ready, Get in on our 1xBet Telegram channel.
Yeah.
And join us. You enjoy yourself.
We are out and about. So I love that one. Wow.
But you didn't introduce yourself.
Oh, Efson. I'm also here. My name is Efson. Yeah.
Okay, the African Cup of Nations is starting in a little 100 hours in Rabat when the opening game between Morocco and Comoros will take center stage. Before then, there is that beautiful opening ceremony where we're going to see French Montana, we're going to see Davido from Nigeria to shake the entire place. But what do you make of Ghana missing out on such a really big, important African Cup of Nations competition?
Well, I think it just shows the state of our football, because if 24 teams out of 54 teams on the continent are going to be participating in a major competition and Ghana is not there, that tells our state of Ghanaian football at the moment. We can just talk about qualifying for the World Cup and use it to try and pacify our failure to qualify for the AFCON, but it's still a big mix, and it's very, very embarrassing, because you could feel that, or you could say that it was coming. Because in the last two editions, proud to missing out on this tournament, we exited in the group stages. And
with
then
2 points.
Yeah, we exited in Cameroon in the group stages, and we exited also in the group stages in Ivory Coast. And proud to that, we exited in the round of 16 for the first time in many years, because we had gone six on the trot for semi-finals. 6 on the trot for semi-finals, and we in between that we reached the finals twice in 2010 and 2015. So like, we've gone from being so close to the trophy to now being very, very far,
and
now not even qualifying. So it's very, very embarrassing, and there are going to be a lot of trolls. Nigerians are trolling us, South Africans are trolling us, and I think we deserve it, because if you are in the same group with Niger, Sudan, and then I've forgotten the third team, but we failed to pick up a single win in our qualifiers. Angola. So it's not as if we were in a very challenging group that it wasn't manageable or we couldn't have progressed. We broke a lot of records during the qualifiers. We lost for the first time at the Babara Sports Stadium in over 20 years in a game against Angola. We failed to beat Niger. We failed to beat Sudan here. We played a goalless draw. It was a whole lot of poor results from one after the other. So I think we deserve what we got from the qualifiers, and we have to watch from home.
Yeah, sad. What do you make? How does this affect
Well,
players?
I remember one. I don't remember which game, but then there was a coach when we beat them. Then the coach in the press conference said that our AFCON is going to be like our last AFCON. Who was it?
That was Central African Republic.
Because, and it came from all those things. If you look at as you said, from 2019 in Egypt, when Wakaso had the famous interview, said we need to think our future. I don't think until now we've thought about our future, because look at where we are at the moment, and it's quite disappointing.
We need the producer to add that video to
that video, yes. We need to think our future, but it's quite disappointing looking at that from to Cameroon, us exiting, Comoros beating us, and then we going to Ivory Coast and losing to Mozambique, and look at the kind of teams that we are losing to. If Ghana calls ourselves the powerhouse, and at the moment where we are, teams like Comoros and Mozambique are kicking us out of the AFCON, and they also qualifying ahead of us. As you said, it shows the level Ghana football has been to. If you look at local football, national team football, you can say now we are in the World Cup and all that, but then on the continent, that's what it shows.
Like Esther said, it's weird if you go globally, you can't be a big shot continentally, and you think you can make an impact.
A lot of people are surprised because they put out the list of Premier League players going into the AFCON, and they were like, is Semenyo not going to the AFCON?
And that's what I was coming to. Kudus was asked the question in his last press conference that Ghana not being part and all
on the TikTok you could see the comments. So someone will come and reply, Ghana didn't come, and they'll be like, how?
That's the effect of
because it's a no-brainer that we are going to play an AFCON, and it's coming at a time that there are 24 teams. You see, at first, 16 teams, you could see a lot of improvements on the African continent. So it feels like a level playing ground. So failing to qualify is not that bad. But now 24 teams, you have to be there. You have to be there. I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there too.
Well,
are you going to be there? Or?
Definitely, but
I'm gonna be there
but the kicker or the best part would have been to watch my country and then shout for my country. But at this point, I'm gonna be
let me tell
all
you,
around for the whole continent.
Let me tell you, covering a tournament with your country is more intense. I think you are going to enjoy this more because you don't have to do a lot of things.
Pressure.
But if Ghana were playing,
you be tense.
That would have been the beauty
press
of
conference. And you have to be chasing interviews. The players will be flexing you. Last time
you know, we they go rush you.
They see you. They see you. They come then.
They're superstars.
Put the headsets.
They're superstars. Everything.
These boys.
Your time will come.
Well, as Ghana has missed it, a couple of countries, 24 countries, are going to be in Morocco. Let's take a look at the groups that we have, starting with the Group A, where Morocco, the host nation, is in. There is Mali, Zambia, Comoros. No brainer that Morocco is going to advance from this group. Which other?
What if they don't?
That's my fear for them, because I think they've put a lot of pressure on themselves, and it just mirrors what they did in Ivory Coast. In Ivory Coast, I think they were based in one of the cities. I've forgotten the name, but they built a whole football village for themselves. Their water, they brought their own water and everything, and they eventually lost to South Africa. Easy. So I fear for them, honestly, because they are coming in on a very bright record, perfect record, not losing at home in a very long time.
Perfect record, even in the World
beating
Cup.
the likes of Brazil, Portugal, and all that. So what if it all goes wrong? And I think at this stage, it all has to be about psychology. Because it's not about coaching, because they have to talk to the boys, and it has to be about what if it all goes wrong. But they don't have to think about that.
They really don't have to.
Because if they think about that, I'll tell you, Morocco are going to fumble. Morocco doesn't have a perfect AFCON record, though. Since they won it in 1976, they've reached the final only once in 2004.
It's true.
So I don't understand why there's enormous pressure on them to win the AFCON, and there's a desperation.
I think it comes from what they did in the last World Cup. They did in the semi-final, so they feel like they on the continent, they are the most on top. When they go to other tournaments like the Arab Cup, they are winning with like their 4-tier team and all that. All the investment they've put in.
I think the last year,
World Cup and all that.
All those things.
They were in
even in the women's.
Thank you. That's what I was coming to.
Even the Olympic Games,
they
got bronze in France.
So they
no,
showed
come
up.
on, you can't downplay it.
And
for me, it's no brainer.
The last under 17.
I'm not downplaying it, but we've seen it happen before. We have seen it happen before.
And
pressure on them and all that.
It could happen. They could lose to Zambia. They could lose to Mali. They could lose to even Comoros in the first game. Because these teams
Don't
have
write off Comoros.
have the knack of being giant slayers. Comoros did it to Ghana.
Don't
But that's
write
Ghana.
out Comoros.
Come on, you literally said our
Don't
football
write
has
out
dwindled.
Comoros. Don't write out Comoros.
Don't write-
Okay, so you're bagging on Comoros to join Morocco. Okay,
Oh, no,
so
not
give me your
really.
top two to advance
In this
from
group?
A. Yes.
Comoros and Morocco. Mali, I don't trust them too much because of what they've been doing recently.
I think this tournament is going to be a tournament for a lot of players to redeem themselves. And Yves Bissouma could be one player because all the things happening around him. So he could lead by example. I expect him to be the shining spot in this Malian side. But they have a lot
That's
of good
crazy
players.
for Yves Bissouma to be the shining for considering everything that he's
Yeah,
been
he
up
wants
to
to
the
prove
last.
to his-
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has-
missing out on something.
Well, we are missing out on him, but it's clearly not our fault. He needs to be in shape mentally. But let's quickly move to the group of death. I think it is Group B: Egypt, South Africa, our Angola, and Zimbabwe.
Well, I don't think this is the group of death. I think Cameroon's group is more
Really,
difficult,
we'll come to Cameroon's group.
Yeah, but
No,
Cameroon has
I think
Ivory Coast and Gabon.
And Mozambique.
No, come on.
Mozambique.
It's-
No, you
No,
didn't say
Mozambique.
Cameroon. What has Cameroon been up to in the last few AFCON?
Yeah, but you see,
Are
we'll
we-
come to
right
it.
now, we look
We'll
at-
come to
you
it.
see,
But the thing
AFCON
about the thing
AFCON
about AFCON is it doesn't follow form, guys.
Exactly.
And
So
that's because
Cameroon.
in the last 3 editions, all the teams we expected to win, let's say only Senegal. Senegal were the only team that went as strong favorites and they ended up as champions. But Ivory Coast, nobody expected them
So
to
the
win it.
Yes,
The
we
reason
didn't expect
why-
Ivory Coast in the last
Okay.
one.
Even what's the name? Algeria.
Okay, before we come to Group F,
Or even-
let's
yeah.
deal with Group B.
Yeah.
B.
Egypt, South Africa, Angola, Zimbabwe. I actually do think this group is a tie group, considering Mohamed Salah also wants to win the African Cup of Nations.
But he has
in
to do
Egypt.
more. If he wants to win it, he has to do
He-
more.
But
Well,
do you
he'll
think
definitely do
do you
more.
think this Egyptian team are still the African powers?
I think right now.
But which team is still the African powerhouse from? Like, I mean, I think every team has
Senegal is
changed.
showing you.
No, but the
Senegal
thing
is
is
still
that
showing you.
this
No, but
Ivory
this-
Coast is still
this
showing you.
didn't put up
Egyptian
that-
side,
come on.
Egyptian side cannot. I'm not sure they can beat Senegal.
Exactly.
The thing is that right now Salah has a supporting cast up front because Marmoush,
Pepe.
Trezeguet,
Yeah.
and Zidane are all available. But at the back, that's where the problem is. I will not be sure if they bring El Nini into the midfield again. I don't know if he's retired or I'm not sure the last time I heard of him.
Yeah.
But they always will go into the AFCON, Egypt looking pretty good, and they'll start their lineup comes out and El Nini is in the midfield. It tells you that they still have problems at the back to sort out and all that. But they're a very good side. The thing about Egypt is that they can play all their knockout matches. They can win all their knockout matches via penalty shootouts. They don't care. They will win any way possible. But I'm not too sure they can go really deep in this tournament.
Right.
But
So in the-
progressing from the group,
But in,
they
so in
can.
this group, who
I
do
feel
you think
like
they're going to come out of
the
this group?
terrain where we are,
Oh, yeah.
where the
Angola and
AFCON
South-
is held is also helps in North
Okay.
Africa.
Yeah,
in North
that's a
Africa,
point.
in North
That's a
Africa.
point.
So
That's a point.
And there are
for
games
me,
who are going to feel like home games.
Yes.
yeah. So for me, it's
that's-
Egypt
South
and
Africa.
How about South Africa?
yeah, South
Hugo
Africa,
Bruce.
South Africa.
Hugo Bruce has
Yeah.
with his
South Africa.
No, the thing about
With his
South Africa
experience.
is that they have the luxury. Majority of their players, I think, except like Foster.
No, Foster, yeah, he's the one in
A lot of the players play in the local league.
Absolutely.
So Hugo Bruce can assemble the players 2-3
That's true.
weeks before the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
But
played.
they-
They
but
recently
they-
played.
Black
Ghana.
Galaxies. 1-0. We were expecting
Yeah.
them to score like
Forget.
4 or 5.
And they go
Yeah,
give you
that
like,
means
So you think they spread out in?
forget. Because some of the players were on the bench. Williams was
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
bench.
yeah, yeah, it's true. They had a second team.
Yeah, they moved.
So your prediction for?
Oh,
Group B?
Egypt, South Africa.
I thought you didn't want
No,
Egypt. Now
Angola are a good side. Mabululu, remember him?
They were dancing
Last-
when they
yeah.
came. They were dancing at the airport.
Yeah. Angola, they have a very good side. The
Yeah.
vibes are there. I think this squad is just
They have this
more of a
tricky
replica
winger.
of
When there was this tricky winger they brought in the second half.
yeah.
That
Oh,
guy.
They have a lot of tricky
Yeah.
and they'll be buoyed by the fact that they went toe to toe with Argentina and they weren't battered.
Right.
I think
Right,
they could be.
that
Don't
would give us
forget
some
that
confidence.
3 teams could progress from a single group,
Yeah.
so they could be
depending on their
one of the
yeah.
third place teams.
Group C, Omo.
That's not an
Niger.
easy group, you know.
That is for who though?
Nigeria.
For Nigeria. No, Nigeria has a lot
Always
of
be
issues.
an easy group. until
Nigeria
they
has
start
a lot of
playing.
issues in this AFCON internally, and it has nothing to do with the talent. And if they're able to resolve that before their first game is first, then
For me, you see,
they're
Nigeria,
poised
I
to
feel
do
like,
something.
we know they've assembled all these players from
Avengers,
England and
yeah.
all that. But when it comes to tournament, you need a team, you know.
Yeah, that's
And
the
I don't
issue.
think Nigeria has that yet, because even in their last playoff qualifier, we saw the defensive argument between the keeper and his defenders.
That's
Even
Yeah,
the previous AFCON, we had Osimhen go on Instagram Live and
Nigeria always has
Osimhen didn't score a goal at the last AFCON, no?
Yeah.
Did he?
No, I think
Really?
he was excluded, and then he went back. Back
No,
and
that
forth
was
with
in
with his
the
qualifiers.
2021 tournament. But the 2023 was in Ivory Coast. He played all the matches, started all the games. I think he was struggling for form. He couldn't score a goal or something. I think he got a goal against South Africa in the semis, but he was ruled out because initially there was a penalty incident in the box. So Nigeria, they don't even have a
You always
captain.
have the issues.
Choose to
No, wait,
that whole
No, they
issue
don't have
with
a captain. They don't have a captain heading to the
is that-
tournament.
Yes, but
Because Icon has retired, and when they announced their final squad, Ahmed Musa also retired. So it's a whole lot of off-field distractions. But
Yes.
you could tell that the any boys that they like to call them, the Calvin Basses, Lukman,
Yeah.
they have some
Iwobi.
level of telepathy, and it could play in their favor. I just
Yeah.
feel Eric Shell.
yeah, he's
He's
picking
a
up.
very
He's doing
good
good.
coach.
Yeah.
He's a very good
I
coach.
feel like the supporters, Nigerians, can do a lot for their team by going there in their numbers to back their team, because it did work in their last
Oh,
their
they'll
last
have a lot
qualifier.
they'll have a lot of Nigerians
Yeah.
are everywhere.
Yeah.
They'll have a lot of fans.
I'm sure, in Morocco, they
In
are
Morocco, yeah.
Okay.
What about
So,
Tanzania, though?
Kuti,
What do you think about
I haven't
Tanzania?
seen much of Tanzania, unfortunately,
Tanzania has one of
and
the
they are
best.
hosting the next.
They have one of the
AFCON.
best leagues on the continent.
That's what I'm saying.
They pay good money. They could actually come to Ghana and pay our best
Oh,
players.
yes.
They pay good money. So I
continue.
think among the African countries that are contributing a lot of players to the AFCON, I think Tanzania are first or something like that. Yeah.
Above South Africa. And
Yeah, I
and
think
Egypt.
I saw something like that, but they are on the same bracket or something. Yeah, because
Simba
Simba produces a lot, and the other team younger. Yeah, so they are very consistent in the CAF Confederation Cup, CAF Champions League, and they contribute a lot of players.
And I feel like even if Tanzania doesn't show up in this tournament, I feel like in the future Tanzania is
Oh
coming.
yeah, it's a
Because
best
if you
I think
look at their
Pomoja, are they part of it? The next
No.
edition
Yeah.
is
What?
Pomoja.
Kenya
Kenya-
of the AFCON.
Yeah.
They are hosting. So
Yeah,
Uganda,
yeah,
AFCON,
Uganda, the East
and
African,
Tanzania.
yeah,
Yeah.
which they did
So it's-
with the local
Yeah,
one.
that's what
Yeah.
they call it.
and
so they
if
are-
you look at what
Pomoja.
they are doing with their youth football, because recently the African Cup schools tournament, Senegal, Tanzania won it. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
tell that there's something going on over there. They
Yeah.
are building something up. And
Yeah.
there could be a surprise in this group. Tunisia is also in this group. Uganda is also there. Uganda is also someone that.
happened to Tunisia, man?
Yeah, Tunisia is not the same
Pamoja.
guy anymore.
Yeah, like
It's
a lot
Pamoja,
of
actually.
countries are not the same.
So
anymore.
Kenya,
But
Uganda,
with
and Tanzania.
Tunisia, the North African thing comes in again with them.
Now let's move on to Group D. Senegal, DR Congo, Benin,
And Botswana.
and Botswana. What do you make of this group, guys?
For me, Senegal obviously looks like the favorites because of what they've done.
Yeah,
I
they
think
are
had
favourite.
it-
That's
even
what I'm
with the
favourite.
qualifiers,
Yeah.
it was clean for them to qualify. Even though people are saying that some of their golden generation has come up, but the boys are even still coming. There's Ilman Ndiaye, Lamine Kamara, Diouf, the West Ham left back.
Yeah.
I mean, Senegal, they still have the Koulibalys, the Mendy's, and the senior guys
Yeah,
in
the
there.
senior
It's a
guys,
mixture
man.
of
Yeah.
they're young and old. So I want to see what this team will look like in this tournament. But their group is quite interesting. We also know DRC, who has a bit of the aspirants in their team and all that. We have the likes of Wan-Bissakas, the Sadikis, and all that have also been in the team. So that's quite a tough group. Benin, I don't know what Benin looks like recently. If you take it back in history, Benin had some shouts from the Sessegnons and the Omotoyosis and all that, but
may he so rest in peace.
yeah, but Benin doesn't look that scary anymore. Botswana could be a surprise, but if you look at Senegal and DRC,
Botswana,
I think-
unless they bring Tebogo.
yeah, unless they bring Tobago. But yeah, for me, DRC and Senegal are going to take this group.
DRC, I side with you. DRC
There's a
and
situation with DRC.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's no
yeah,
situation,
Nigeria,
forget-
Nigeria wants to go to the World Cup.
There's no situation, forget them. But I think what's the name? Benin are also a decent side under Ghana Raw. Remember heading to the last round of qualifiers for the World Cup.
And
they
did
were
you call
first.
Salif Ibrahim?
Yes,
I
yes,
don't know,
they
I've
were.
seen their
No,
squad.
actually,
I think he-
they were. They were.
Let
No,
me
that
let me
reminds
Benin
me.
AFCON squad.
They could have made it to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yes. I think they would want to avenge that sad incident by putting up a show at this year's AFCON.
This group is interesting, This group is still going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to the game between DRC and Senegal. It's going to be a big battle. A lot of Premier League
A
players.
repeat of the World Cup qualifiers.
Yes.
A repeat, yeah.
It will be a very tough game between the two sides. Tough sides, I mean, similar quality in terms of players. But DRC, the players they've been able to import into their squad, is going to be very challenging. And what they're also doing is very good. The way Nigerians are also bringing it. DRC are seeing that their team has not been strong, and even their local league is not as strong as it used to be back then when TP Mazembe used to bring out the likes of Imputu and all them. But TP Mazembe is not as strong as they used to be on the continent. Kidiaba and all those. So,
and the money, I think the owner just decided to stop investing heavily. African football is all about money. Because we are looking at the way Mamelodi Sundowns have been dominating recently. It's all because of Mochipe's money.
Yep.
The moment Mochipe decides to withdraw his money,
things will change.
so we're back to the level of Kaiser and Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Group E, I believe. That's Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and a little Ghanaian interest in that.
I think every group that we've mentioned so far has the potential of producing 3 teams to progress to the next stage. So, okay, I now understand why Ghana couldn't qualify.
Honestly,
because Equatorial Guinea are not bad. They topped their group in the last edition.
Insue was the top goal scorer.
Yeah. They beat Ivory Coast 4-0.
Yes.
They went toe-to-toe with Nigeria, and they beat one other team to top their. They were a very good side. And since they started hosting the competition, I think alongside with Gabon in 2012, in 2015 they hosted it alone and all that. They've been very, very consistent and they showed up and excelled. Their best player, Emilio Insue, plays as a striker for Equatorial Guinea and plays as a right back at the
Insue used to play for Spain in the youth levels,
Yeah. Equatorial Guinea is the only Spanish-speaking country on the continent. So they have a lot of Spanish players, heritage players of Spanish heritage. So I think they bore a lot of Spanish players. So you could see the tiki-taka
and the energy. Right. So it is what? Algeria for you and Equatorial Guinea? What about Sudan? You've not said anything about
Kusiapia.
He will do his best.
We can actually be cheering him on.
He will do his best. I think they are going into the tournament with even the mentality of, we've done our best because this is a war-torn country. We're able to beat Ghana in the qualifiers to advance to the tournament for the first time in many, many years. So
Ignatius,
they'll be like, Charlie, we don't have to even kill ourselves. But they would like to prove a point, though.
They have to.
It's going to be an extremely difficult task for them. I don't see them progressing.
Let's wrap it up with Group F, where there's Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, you're mentioning Gabon, and Mozambique. What's up with that Mozambique national team?
Mozambique.
What should we look forward to in the
they have this national team? Good Ronaldo, right?
Ronaldo.
In the Premier League.
Ronaldo.
From Atletico Madrid to Sunderland now.
Sunderland.
Very good.
Very, very, very good defender. I mean, our game against Mozambique in the last year was really, really on top of our players. Never give any chance. But they also have a certain Ivory Coast in that same group. They have a Cameroon in that same group. It's a tall order. I think this group is quite challenging,
It's very, very easy to write off Cameroon. But the thing about Cameroon is that they thrive on chaos.
Is Abubakar going?
No.
Why is he not going?
There are issues with that. I mean, come on. Yeah, they thrive actually on chaos.
I really don't believe that story that Abubakar was dropped because
it shouldn't be.
Eto doesn't want him to break his record. But the thing is that, the fact is that Abubakar hasn't been playing for some time now. Like club-wise, he doesn't have a club and all that. And do you know that there's a strict policy? I'm just bringing on DR Congo that there's a strict policy that if you don't have a club, you are not invited to the Congolese national team. Yeah. So they don't joke. I don't know.
That's right. I mean, you have to be playing.
I think Eto is trying to install that because, for Christ's sake, you're Abubakar. You should be finding a club. If you don't have a club, then what are you doing in the national team? So
but honestly, if it's good to play in the national team,
no, we should be encouraging certain things. Is there a reason Andrea you thinks he can come back to the Blasters?
Okay.
You should be playing.
I think we can wrap up with the team.
But what do you think about this Ivorian team though? This one, they being the champions. We need to.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that they are one of my favorites. I think there's a blend of youth and experience.
Yes.
There's very exciting wingers.
Players. Yes.
They have the luxury. They have enough players to even drop Adingra and Nicolas Pepe. So
with the boys that are in there, with the likes of Diomande, I think Diomande has been fantastic this season. He deserves to be in that
RB Leipzig.
Leipzig. So
and there's Sebastian Haller.
Yeah, we also going to see a lot of people.
I didn't know how big.
Nicolas Jackson.
Oh, you come in. Is it going to start?
He'll start. I don't think Jackson will start soon.
But we did
because the way Ismail Assar and others are.
We didn't speak about starters until we got to Nicolas Jackson. We didn't speak about starters for.
I was making a point. Let me.
Okay, sure.
I was like, I didn't know how big of a star Sebastian Haller was until I reached Abidjan.
I had a billboard.
Every billboard was this picture on it. I was like, is this guy bigger than Drogba? Because it was crazy, like Haller, everybody Haller. I don't know, maybe from how he recovered from the cancer situation and still playing. And like I was so excited and happy for him when he scored a winning goal at the AFCON.
Yes, that was a very monumental moment for him.
Yeah. So I think we can come back to Nicolas Jackson.
Yeah.
We can wrap
up. Is he going to start? That's the point.
But I'm not the coach. F-Sing, how am I supposed to know Nicolas Jackson?
Because they have Ismail Assar on top form.
Bro.
There's Ndiaye on top form. There's money there. The position is cemented. You start.
The front three, he has no space over there.
Jackson.
No, but there are other games he can participate in. But that's the beauty of the AFCON.
That'll be the last game when they've already qualified.
Yeah, but
Senegal always have this, like they will always go into a tournament with like 5-6 strikers who are all in top form. Like it's crazy.
They have the luxury all the time.
In 2017, they had this.
It's true. I remember that way of what to say. They had so many players.
So many strikers.
There were some strikers that like every league they were on form there.
There was money there. Charlie. Senegal, one day they have to borrow a striker.
So I think I've seen a lot of talk about the AFCON, but we'll quickly go to our very final segment where I'm going to show the boys pictures related to the African Cup of Nations. Tell us whatever you know and feel about that. So I'll begin with, who should I begin with? Selwyn?
Yes, let's go.
Ready for your
It's not a big problem for me.
Okay, so Selwyn, this picture is the picture of the last trophy, the AFCON trophy that was changed, last seen in 1994, I believe. What do you make of this trophy? Because I don't think Ghana's won it.
Well, I mean, it's classic trophy with a big ES, and then but Ghana. Were we the last people to touch it, or?
I think that's a
1994 Nigeria were the last to win it. Stephen Keshi and the likes. Yeah.
But I think this was also changed before. This trophy.
Yeah, Ghana has the last. Like I think Ghana were the first country to win it for keeps.
Yeah,
and then they introduced
this
trophy.
The Count 2000, what trophy was it? Is it a new one?
It was a new
one.
It was a new one
the new one has lasted for quite some time.
Yeah, I think Egypt has the original one.
Yeah, they have one for keeps.
Yeah,
because they won 300 shots
of the new trophy. Okay, so I think
what's the very first one? The one Kwame Nkrumah bought for.
And that's what we won for keeps.
Yeah,
because we won 300 shots then.
But do we have it? Will I find it at the GFA museum?
Speaking of which, this is the trophy, I believe.
Yeah,
the one that Ghana.
Yes, is that the GFA museum?
Charlie, bro.
How are we supposed to know?
Do they have a museum?
They don't have a museum yet. I think
football
needs
history
to slow down because it's going to come.
So you see, every day we want to win a trophy. If we win it, where are we going to put it?
We'll find a way to
we'll find a way. It's the reason we are not winning because we don't even know where.
Yeah, you're not prepared anywhere for it. The cup wants to sleep somewhere. Nice.
We need to find a way. So a trophy, where is the under 20 World Cup trophy? Where is it?
Can we move on?
So where is the under 20 World Cup trophy?
Talk about the African Cup of Nations.
That should be there. There should be a miniature somewhere there every time.
So that I can go and pay and watch it and take pictures with it.
We won the World Cup, under 20 World Cup. Did are you? Is it gonna be Africa? Is it gonna be Africa?
Can we move on?
Yes, it's Africa.
The voice are getting a little emotional.
Let's go.
History. Okay, now this.
Otto Pfister.
Yes.
Do you know is the reason? When you put your
shot. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's German coach.
That's a statement.
Yeah, German. He coached Ghana.
Yeah.
Like do his things.
You like doing stuff.
Charlie got to get coaches foul. Charlie.
Yeah, we have to
Before we
Fista.
fell in love with the Serbians,
Yes.
it was Germans and to
Ramzumdik.
Charlie, they were all. I think at the time we needed coaches who could go as the sports ministers because the sports ministers were also very, very tough.
Yeah.
So there was one coach who sacked the sports minister from the from the dressing room.
Is it Mensa?
Yeah, he was sacked Iti Mensah from the because half time Iti Mensah
what
was,
you doing
was
there?
trying to give his he was like, walk out. If you don't walk out, I'll continue.
Yeah. We needed those coaches.
Yeah.
Right. He sagged his pants, and that's why we call Utu Fista.
That's are statements that are made at the African Cup of Nations. And that's the beauty of the competition. That people go show their true selves. Africa is rich in culture, rich in personality.
But what's culture about this?
Utu Fista.
It's just the whole trend that you go, because when we even look at the last African Cup of Nations, we have coaches coming in being memes.
Eric Shaw, when we were playing
exactly, all of that. That's the beauty of the African Cup of Nations.
His head was steaming.
From one AFCON legend to another. Remember him, Peter? Fine. We lost him this year.
Nigeria's goalkeeper.
Emmanuel Amonike.
Yeah.
Is he Amonike on the side there?
Nigerian's goalkeeper.
No, it's Amonike. Olise.
Yeah. Hopefully, Nigeria will pay a tribute to him in the opening game.
You've done it already.
If they remember. Nigeria, there's a whole lot of chaos.
Yeah, Nigeria. I'm really
looking.
They are heading to a major tournament. They are also thinking about using their Congos.
Yes. Thing to qualify for the World Cup.
No, but that works. That absolutely works.
Qualify well.
It doesn't.
Beat them.
FIFA doesn't deal with the country's whatever rules about nationality. Apparently, you can't have like a dual citizenship in DR Congo. You have to renounce whatever you hold from other countries. So they're expecting Wan-Bissaka to renounce his British citizenship just because he wants to play for DR Congo. Are you people serious at all? But it's all good.
The bonus point. The bonus.
Is it Misha? Joan Misha?
Yeah.
Juan Misha.
Yes.
When Emilio Insue missed.
No,
he's still in charge. Is it still in charge?
No, he was sacked.
Insue missed that chance and then he had that expression on his face.
Yeah, gold expression.
Yeah, one of the moments in the last AFCON. I think this AFCON we should find some more moments. I remember the last one when the man was trying to take.
No, he wasn't sacked. It was
a
temporary suspension. I'm just reading and player issues.
But
remember,
still imposed.
What do you do?
Yeah, it's still imposed. Remember. I think there was an appeal or something, and FIFA ruled that Emilio Insue didn't finish his eligibility and doesn't qualify to play.
Yeah, there was an issue like that.
And I was like, this guy has played at the AFCON and won AFCON Golden Boot. So what's going to happen to the AFCON Golden Boot?
They scrap everything over.
But they've cleared him now.
They can't do anything about it.
But hopefully this AFCON we get a little drama, because that's what life is about. Drama, the big news,
you get drama.
the big stories. Hopefully Nigeria stays out of it a little. You've given us enough for
and Cape Verde is in this tournament, right?
Yeah. No, they qualified.
I didn't see Cape Verde.
Cape Verde didn't qualify. Just like
the lovely women, we are not going to be seeing them. But we'll see them at the World Cup.
The man that was trying to take some girls' number.
That's what the AFCON is. I think I did a story that the man came to apologize to his wife and the AFCON, they lie.
But what's up with the camera guy?
Long races. The directors,
crazy. It was after a goal, so he thought.
No, it was after Ivory Coast beat Senegal.
Yeah, so
and everybody was celebrating.
So he thought maybe the camera would be on celebration.
Yeah.
He came to say that, my wife is threatening to divorce me. I was like, bro.
For doing what? Is that he was only talking to the woman.
It was taking number.
But what's wrong with taking the woman's number?
Aggressive talking.
Wow, we are so strict.
The last AFCON,
the last AFCON was really good.
The production was solid.
And the music,
production was
solid.
The
music, the dance, everything.
Morocco would. Yeah,
Morocco don't do it like it's Europe.
Yeah, don't live up to it.
So guys, that West African.
So guys,
but let's see, it'll be exciting.
I did enjoy this episode, obviously talking about African football.
Of course, you have to enjoy it.
And
I think, let me add my last point. AFCON, one thing that you can expect, long range shots.
Yes. Nice goals.
40 yards. Bullet.
We'll see more of that. Nice goals. Yeah. It'll be exciting.
Absolutely. So the final prediction: who is winning the 2025 African Cup of Nations?
Senegal.
Oh, not even
no.
us.
Senegal.
No
I think Senegal will win it.
Okay.
I'll go for Morocco.
Okay.
If Morocco wins, it's fine. But if they, hi, Charlie,
Morocco it's two extremes.
I've
could be a
drafted
disaster.
I've drafted some tweets for them. It will be more than what Nicolas Pepe
Wow.
said.
For me, because we are going to watch majority of Nigerians game.
Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria's game. We hope that Nigeria is
Go.
able to win the
It's true though, because-
2025 African Cup.
No, I
of
don't want
Nations.
Nigeria to win it.
Osimhen, do something. We need to bring that trophy back to Lagos.
They have too
in
many
Abuja.
issues. But even they go to the final last tournament, I was surprised. But then Nigeria has too many
But
issues.
issues can be fixed, just the same way
I'm sure
Liverpool
they
fixed
can.
their issue in
Which
2
issue?
weeks. So
That's
yeah,
Liverpool,
that's
that's
a wrap.
Nigeria.
Well, that's a wrap for
Nigeria.
About News Special
Yep.
AFCON edition. A reminder that new players on the official 1xBet platform get up to 300% bonus when they use our promo code
Join.
ABOUTGH. And also that router we are giving away on December 26th to 10 lucky people. 10 routers, guys. So join
10,
our
10,
Telegram
join,
community
You get it.
right now. So what it is, we'll see you next week. But obviously, from what? First Morocco.
We'll see you in Morocco.
Yes,
Yeah,
we'll see you. We'll see you in
see you in
Morocco. So when you see the About team, you see me
Wearing
or
some
the other guys.
jackets.
Come
What do you
on
mean?
and speak to
I
us.
see.
We'd love to hear from you and know which country you are cheering on to win that
But
coveted
Yvonne, you forgot
trophy.
to add that they could also share their opinions.
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
our
Yes,
predictions and all
yes.
that
Share
on there.
predictions
Share.
in the comment down
Tell us
below
your
or
mind.
anywhere
Wherever
in
you
the
want to
videos
see.
and-
Wherever
yeah.
we said today, tell us your mind
But,
about.
but keep it very, not tell us
say what
everything
you
you want
want.
to see. Yeah, but keep
Massa,
it very.
say whatever you want.
Say
to
what you want.
It's not a big problem for us. Let's go.
And we still have 10 routers for you guys, man.
Yeah, 10. So any
Perfect.
final, that's your final word. Selwyn?
Yes, 10
Okay.
routers, guys. Just join us on our
final
Telegram
words.
channel.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's not a big
Let's go,
problem
AFCON.
for us.
We'll see you. Bye.